Welcome back to the channel. So you think you're a tough guy, eh? Well, here's an article for you. 8 of the most feared fighters on the battlefield. For as long as humanity has existed, we have fought wars. The victors have shaped history, society, and technology, and the losers have been forced to concede everything from land to slaves. Being good at war has been a necessary skill in surviving as a people, and for that, you need warriors. These fighters are some of the most feared of all time, and whether generals or hand-to-hand combatants, you wouldn't want to face off against them on the battlefield. The White Death is a sinister name on its own, and any soldier with a nickname is usually a formidable opponent. But Finnish sniper Simo Häyhä took things to the next level. With the most confirmed sniper kills ever at 505, Simo helped Finland repel waves of Soviet soldiers during World War II, and legend has it his presence deterred entire platoons from advancing. He accomplished all this using a rifle that didn't even have a scope. Here's a look at Mike R. Vining. It says here, soldiers love to posture with big beards, muscles, and fancy kit. Yet, in the end, it's usually people who look like this that get sent in when the US government really wants to have shit done. Mike R. Vining is one of the first members of Delta Force, serving from 1978 to 1999. He was part of the first class of the Operator Training Course. His record might not stand up to the others on this list, but his photo has prompted the discussion of what a real warrior actually looks like. Like this tweet implies, it's not always what you might think. Up next is Alexander the Great, who was the king of Macedon and by the age of 30 had conquered everything from Greece to northwestern India. It's hard to be a more successful conqueror than him. Up next is Genghis Khan, who was a Mongolian lord who can claim to have resided over the largest empire in history at its peak. Spanning most of Asia and Europe, Khan was as dominant a military leader as there has ever been. Up next is Hannibal Barca, who was the Carthaginian general who is considered one of the greatest tactical minds of all time. Partaking in the Second Punic War between Carthage and Rome, Barca famously marched his elephants from Iberia over the Pyrenees and the Alps into northern Italy. Up next is Miyamoto Musashi. He was a Japanese swordsman and philosopher from the early 1600s. He's known for his double-bladed techniques. He won all 61 duels he participated in. Up next is Simo Häyhä. He was a Finnish sniper known as the White Death. Using a rifle without a scope, he racked up the most confirmed sniper kills ever at around 505 while fighting against Soviet expansion during World War II. Up next is Erich Hartmann, is considered to be the pilot with the most confirmed shootdowns of all time at 352. Unfortunately, he flew for the Germans during World War II. And finally was Joan of Arc. She was born a peasant girl, but believing she was under divine guidance, she led the French army in a momentous victory at Orleans in 1429 that repulsed an English attempt to conquer France during the 100 Years' War. Alright, there you have it, 8 of the most feared fighters on the battlefield. Some interesting characters there. I want you guys to get in that comment section. Do you know of a fighter that should have made this list? Let me know with a comment. I'd be interested to hear from you. Looking at Joan of Arc there from 1429, women in combat. What do you think of women in combat? Leave me a comment about that as well. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, please take a second to hit that like button. It helps the video get in front of a few more eyes. And if you really enjoy this sort of content, consider subscribing to the channel. We got fresh videos coming to you daily, so there's always something fun and fresh for you to watch and listen to. Thank you for watching this one to the very end. I'm Brian Kingsbury. We'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.